Okay, Orlando Wilson, what I want to talk about in this short video is I want to tell a story. It relates to another video I done recently, reference close protection guys, bodyguards that are scared of their own shadows. And in this story, I'll tell you, it's where somebody that I was working with, that I knew, lost credibility with me very, very quickly. And again, decent enough guy, but he went from being okay to, yeah, questionable. I was doing a job with this guy in Puerto Rico. He was Puerto Rican, martial artist, etc., etc. And we were in one area. We were training the police in a place called Mayagüez. Puerto Rico is a beautiful island, great food, very, very friendly people, very, very nice place, and nothing against Puerto Rico. Anyway, we were driving around, and this guy pointed out to me a pizzeria, fast food place, and it was in a little bit of a hoodie area, a little bit of a barrier. This guy said to me, he's telling me a story like he was proud of it, of how one evening he was at that pizzeria and he got too afraid to leave, and he ended up having to call his friend in the police to come in the police car and pick him up and take him out of the pizzeria. He said no, he wasn't too afraid to go out. He ate his pizza there, and by the time, etc., etc., usual BS, his friend and this cop car was there with his fellow other cop, and they put him in the back of the police car and took him home. You know what this guy was trying to push to me? I mean, he's a nice enough guy, very, very nice guy, but tough guy, etc., etc., martial artist. And now you're just telling me that you went to a fast food place, fast food joint in the hood, and you were too afraid to leave, so you had to call your buddy and the cops to come pick you up. Okay, don't come telling me you're a tough guy on one hand and then giving me stories like that, because, as I said, he lost all credibility very, very quickly. You know what, when I was young and dumb, if you told me not to go somewhere because it was dangerous, I'd be going there. And you know what, I'm sure there's a lot of guys, especially guys that were in the British military, old school British military, I'm not too sure what they're like today. I think today they're more worried about pronouns. But old school British military guys, if you told them don't go somewhere, that's the first place they're going, because why not, if there's trouble such as life. But this is where, if you want to be a tough guy, and I tell people you don't want to be tough guys, if you want to run your mouth about how tough you are, etc., it's very easy to be tested. So this is where you're better off keeping your mouth shut and being humble rather than trying to be a tough guy. Because, you know what, if you're a tough guy, at some point, you're going out causing trouble, you're going to end up getting arrested, or you're going to end up in hospital, you're going to end up in the morgue. If you're pretending to be a tough guy and you're not a tough guy, it's not going to take very long for people to work out that as soon as you're tested, as soon as you're involved in a confrontation, and you act like a little bitch, that you're a little bitch and not a tough guy. So, it's very much a case of you're better off keeping your mouth shut and being thought an idiot than opening your mouth and confirming it, right? So, little story, be humble. Anyway, in the meantime, follow me along on social media. I've got a lot more of these videos going up, a lot more stories, a lot more content to do with close protection, private investigations, kidnap and ransom, etc., etc. Also, I have an array of articles on my blogs, Risk Inc. blog and my personal blog, and I've got an array of books on Amazon that covers an array of things to do with the security industry, close protection, and crime fiction. So follow us along, and also we've got a podcast as well. So we've got a lot of stuff, a lot of content going up. So follow us along on social media. If you connect with me on social media, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. In the meantime, be good, stay safe, and stay out of trouble.